Right. Hi, everybody. We're now moving into Chapter 3 of our review from your previous year's work. And Chapter 3 looks at inequalities. So we're going to start by talking about graphing inequalities. And a quick refresher, when you're graphing inequalities on a number line, right, this is just a linear situation, the following are used, okay? If you have a greater than or less than, you're going to use an open circle, okay? So greater than or less than, you're going to have an open circle on your number line. If you're using greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, you're going to have a closed circle, okay? And this is going to be on a number line, so it's going to look something like this in actuality. But open circle for greater than, less than, closed circle for greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, okay? Well, what does that look like? Well, here we have a couple of examples. X is greater than 12. So we need to make a number line. Our number line is just a horizontal line. We're going to put our number 12 in there. That's all we have to do. Now this is greater than. Greater than is an open circle. So we're going to have an open circle. And then since it's greater than 12, that means it's all numbers that are greater than 12. So that means to the right on the number line, right? On a number line, this is where the numbers are getting bigger, to the right. And to the left is where the numbers are getting smaller. So this is going towards 0, and then the negatives, this is going up towards 20, and so on. So we're going to end up shading in like this. That is, x is greater than 12. Here we have negative 4 is greater than x. That means x is less than negative 4. We're going to draw our number line. We're going to put negative 4 on it. And then since it's greater than, it's not greater than or equal to, we're going to have an open circle. X is less than negative 4. Less than goes this way, to the left. Okay. Example 3, 10 is less than or equal to x. Now notice the or equal to. Okay. So we're going to make our number line. We're going to put 10 in. 10 is less than or equal to x, so x is going to be greater than or equal to 10. So greater than or equal to is a closed circle. This is our first closed circle. And our arrow is going to go to the right. So pretty straightforward when you're graphing. Open circle for greater than or less than. Closed circle for greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. And then you're going to, if it's going greater than that number, you're going to go to the right. Less than that number, you're going to go to the left. Okay? So that's graphing inequalities. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit about how to determine whether or not a number is a solution to a given inequality, whether it's a solution to a given inequality. Okay? To do that, all we have to do is we have to take the number and we have to plug it in for our variable, and in both of these cases it's x, in our inequality. So our first example, 2x plus 3 is greater than 9. This says a is 4. Okay? So a is 4, so we're going to put 4 in for x, okay? I'm going to write x equals 4. So I'm going to take 2x plus 3 is greater than 9. Plug in 4 for x, so 2 times 4 plus 3 greater than 9. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is greater than 9. 8 plus 3 is 11, is greater than 9. Is 11 greater than 9? Yes. It is a solution to the given inequality. Same thing with 3. We're going to say x equals 3. 2 times 3 plus 3 is greater than 9. 6, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 3 is greater than 9. That gives us 9 is greater than 9. Now, is 9 greater than 9? No. If this was greater than or equal to, it would be true. But since 9 is not greater than 9, the answer is no. This is not a solution. Then finally, we get c equals negative 5. So c is negative 5, so x equals negative 5. Plug that in 2 times negative 5 plus 3 greater than 9. Negative 10, 2 times negative 5 is negative 10, plus 3 greater than 9. Negative 7 is greater than 9. Is that true? No way. Okay, so here we have just plugged in whatever number we get, whatever value we get for x, and we're going to solve the inequality. If it's true, it's going to be yes. If it's not true, it's going to be no. Okay, let's move on to our last example. We've got 2x minus 4 all divided by 3 is less than or equal to 8. Less than or equal to 8. Okay. Now, there's a couple different ways you could do this. You could actually solve for x. Okay. That's one way that you could do it. Or, like we did before, we can just plug in our numbers. Okay? So let's go ahead and plug in here. 2x minus 4 over 3 is less than 8. A is 12, so x equals 12. 2 times 12 minus 4 all over 3 less than or equal to 8. 2 times 12 is 24. 24 minus 4 divided by 3 less than or equal to 8. Okay, so 20 thirds less than or equal to 8. All right, now we know that 20 divided by 3 is going to be less than 7, right? Because 3 times 7 would be 21. So this is actually 6 and 2/3. 6 and 2/3, right? If we divided 20 by 3, right, we get 6. 6 times 3 is 18. We're left with 2, so 6 and 2/3. So this is 6 and 2/3 less than or equal to 8. That is true, right? That is true, so this is yes. Right? Here we've got 14. So 2 times 14 minus 4 divided by 3 less than or equal to 8. 2 times 14 is 28 minus 4 divided by 3 less than or equal to 8. 24 divided by 3 less than or equal to 8. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 8 less than or equal to 8. Well, this is less than or equal to. Less than or equal to, so this is true. Yes. Okay. And finally, we've got 20. 2 times 20 minus 4 divided by 3 less than or equal to 8. 40 minus 4 divided by 3 less than or equal to 8. 40 minus 4 is 36. 36 divided by 3 less than or equal to 8. 36 divided by 3 is 12. Is 12 less than or equal to 8? No way. Okay, so that is all there is to inequalities. When you're graphing inequalities, like up here, you're going to use an open circle if it's greater than or less than. You're going to use a closed circle if it's greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. And then if you want to determine whether a number that's provided is a solution to a given inequality, you plug that number in for the variable, in this case x, reduce it down, and if your final, if what you're left with is true, like 11 is greater than 9, then it's going to be yes. If it's not true, like 9 is greater than 9, then it's going to be no. And that's all there is to it. All right, I'll be back in a second with our next lesson.